Hi and welcome to my video blog. I want to share a cup of tea with everyone, and so this is my attempt at meeting with you and having tea and sharing some of my thoughts. So this teacup is yours. Feel free to partake. I should also let you know that this is the kitchen table that Leslie and I founded i.c.stars on, and it's sitting in my office, and it has lots of good memories in it and lots of good thinking at it. So today's topic is no one can succeed alone. As Brandice and I were talking earlier, one of the things that she said was that oftentimes she's in panel interviews, and one of the questions that gets asked in the last stage of the assessment process for i.c.stars is, who do you take care of and who takes care of you? And that many times what we're hearing today is, I did it alone, no one has helped me, and it's one of the markers of their resilience. But there's also something very sad and wrong about this. I believe that no one succeeds alone. I think that sometimes we're just not recognizing our own heroes. And, you know, we have a workshop at i.c.stars called My Board of Directors, in which everyone has to think through an empty table and imagine the people who will hold them accountable to their mission. And that there's a visionary, there's the chairman, there's your sister of support, there are the people that you must not have, that challenge your values, your assumptions, and remind you of what it is to be you. All these people mean that we didn't make it alone. At the same time, there's another workshop called Do You See What I See? And this workshop is about writing to your past employers and your friends and your past teachers or trainers, and thinking ahead what you think they're going to say, and then asking them for their feedback and comparing it to what they really say. Again, none of us have succeeded alone. And this idea that sometimes we forget all the opportunities that were placed in our way because the facilitators of those opportunities were so good at it that they made it feel like we did it ourselves. Or that we forget sometimes who those opportunity makers were because we worked so hard. But the truth is, working hard and having talent and making the right choices still doesn't circumvent the people who helped us be where we are. So how do we make visible those opportunities that we have forgotten to see, or the opportunities that are given to us that we simply don't see? A quick story that I'd like to share with you is one that I often tell the interns at i.c.stars about being visible. And the story takes place at Sears Tower circa 2003. And I was bringing a group of interns down for an IT networking event. And they were on their own doing their networking, and everything was great. And so I was just taking a moment to relax at my table when a woman came up to me and asked me how I liked being in the i.c.stars program. I smiled and thanked her for the compliment, because that obviously meant that I was very smart. And I said, actually, I'm the co-founder of i.c.stars. And she said, can you step out in the hall for a moment? So I followed her out in the hall, in which time she proceeded to cuss me out. Now, it's been a long time since I've had a formal cuss out, many years, in fact. And during this cuss out, what she was really saying, between profanity, was that, how dare you be invisible? How dare you? How dare you be invisible to all of the people who will come through i.c.stars? How dare you be invisible to the network of community-based organizations? How dare you be invisible in the corporate sector? And that for years she thought that i.c.stars was founded and run by someone entirely different, and had never seen my face or heard my name associated with the organization. And it was literally the beginning of my visibility campaign. I think it's an appropriate story to launch the first video blog, too. But it brings up a lot of issues. One of them is that as women of color, as people of color, our job, our responsibility is absolutely to be visible. It's to represent, to have a seat at the table, to make sure that our voices are heard, and to be a part of the decision-making process, to be a part of the business. And that up until that point, I was pretty much internal. I was running the training program, making sure that the learning was right, that it was solid, that we were teaching transformation, and that it was a powerful model. Leslie, the other founder, was brilliant at marketing, getting our message out there, building community in the IT industry. But this was a defining moment for me because it meant that by being invisible and making sure that the structure was there for i.c.stars and for the training, part of that was also about being outside in the community and being visible. And I share this story with you because it's important, but it's also important for me to recognize the people, the opportunities that were made. I didn't get here alone. I have a wonderful team, a wonderful staff, and a great board of directors and sponsors and volunteers that make every moment count. I also want to acknowledge Leslie, the other co-founder of i.c.stars, who left in 2003, because we wouldn't be here without her. She's a part of this kitchen table, she's a part of this organization, and she's a part of the philosophy and values that make us so special and so unique. That make us more than an IT training program, but a program that's about impact and leadership and making opportunities for others. So don't forget those people who help make those opportunities for you. Give them a shout out, give them a call, send them a smile, and let them know that they too are visible. Thanks. Enjoy your tea.